Hey, I'm Chris with Chris Drouin Video, and today we are talking about the small rig cage and little handles. But before we go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and then share it with a friend. Alrighty, so we have this small rig cage that says it's for the FX3, but of course it'll work on my FX30s because they're exactly the same body. Let's go ahead and get this open. Small rig, dream big. I think that's on everything that they have. And of course, you're inside, not a whole ton of pieces in here. You have this here, which this you put on to the side, and it's supposed to help with cable management going through here. And the next thing we have is a screw. Okay, so we have a screw here. No, just normal screw. And then the only thing left is the cage itself. The only thing left is the cage itself. Here. And see up at the top, like I said, it says designed for FX3. But of course it'll work fine with the FX30. Face in the front and this face in the front, and we'll just slide it to the back. Alright, so everything is lined up. So under here were your normal screways that you put on tripod and all that stuff. We have magnetically a little screwdriver. So that's pretty helpful. Nice and tight, because we don't want that going anywhere. So obviously it's nice and tight now. So the next screw that we have, we're gonna stick in that hole right there. All right, it likes to kind of go around on you, so it might take a little bit to get it started, but once it's started, we got it on pretty good. So we got the screw in here and the screw down here. So now it's not going anywhere. We'll go ahead and replace the screwdriver down here on the bottom. Like I said, it's magnetic, so you just kind of put it in. It doesn't go anywhere. And the last thing that came in it was your cable organizer. So all of your cable are here on this side. So it just goes right on in there. And you can use a screwdriver on that, but I just did finger tight and it works perfectly fine. So when you can have your cables running through here, you can turn this, do that up here to tighten and loosen the clamp so that you can run all your cables through there. Now, for me, I put on actual handles, so I am not going to use this cable organizer at all. So here I have my handles. They are not small rig, but they still work perfectly fine with it, one on each side, so I can do this number. So you see here how you got 3 holes that are one size and 1 hole is the other, so you're going to need to put it up near the top. Whether you have small rig or this, for your handles, it's going to be the same. It's the same connection. Just go ahead and screw that in. And these handles are called U-rig. So U-U-R-I-G. And they have an Allen wrench that's just magnetic onto the bottom here. Once you have it on, go ahead and stick it in one of the holes and kind of tighten it a little bit more, because you don't want your handles wobbling or anything. So we'll do the same thing on the next side. We have 3 holes that are one side size, and then 2 holes that are the other, so it'll go up here where the 3 are. All right, so we have it finger tight. This one also has an Allen wrench that's magnetic in, but I already have this one out, so I'm gonna use this one. And we'll just go ahead and tighten this. So now they won't move anywhere. Now, there's a problem we have. You see, these are really high up. So we're gonna loosen those and bring it down level. So all I did was loosen those, and then I pushed the, well, it kind of fell, and then I'm making sure that it's completely level onto my desk here with the cage itself. That's just gonna help for balancing if you set it down anywhere. Also, you want to get everything you can as tight as possible because you don't want it wiggling around, because if you're out there on a job set, see how they're not even now. If you're way out there on a job and you're doing handheld and your handles loosen on you, you're going to be in a world of hurt. You may lose your camera. Well, that might be the worst scenario, is you end up breaking the camera somehow. Your best case scenario is just that you're going to ruin your footage. Or, you know, of course, best case would be nothing at all happens, but you don't want to ruin your footage, and you don't want to ruin your camera because they're not cheap. So we have these going together. So now I have 2 handles on there. What I'll do is I will stick a Ninja 5 on top of this because the fan goes out that way. And then on this side, I will put a shotgun bike. That way I can go around and just kind of have it nice and cinema camera-like. It's pretty good to go. I'll probably put on a strap onto the outside so I can kind of do that number. I have found this cage to be very useful. We have the Arc Swiss connection on the bottom. Arc Swiss connection here on the bottom. And that's been really nice because I can just slide it into certain things like the gimbal and whatnot. Of course, I would want to take off the handles for it to go onto the gimbal, but it is really nice. I can screw things in all over the place because there is lots of stuff to screw in. We even have an extra cold shoe mount right there. But of course, when I have my handles on, I have one here and one here. Once again, my name is Chris with Chris Drouin Video. Go ahead and like, share with a friend, and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.